What's happening, good people? Just thought I would come back in and make another video. I've told you in my previous video that I'd be making videos from time to time. And since I don't have any friends in Louisville that I can talk to, I'm going to use you. And I'm using you as my earpiece, maybe? Is that the right word? But anyway, this is the situation with me. I am teed off, to be honest with you. This Karmelo Anthony trial, for those of you that are following it, has taken me to a new low. I'm not race baiting here, but the young man is being tried by an all-white jury, from my understanding. Everybody in the courtroom that has something to do with this case is white. That is not cool with me. It seems like I don't know who his defense team is, but they're not getting it right. Had it been me, working in criminal law for so long, I know I would have done a better job getting this taken care of way before it got to where it is. But nonetheless, I have to voice my opinion on this, and I think it's all just screwed up. The state of Texas is foul. They're foul in a lot of ways, and I'm kind of glad I didn't decide to move there when I got out of the military, because it just makes my blood boil. Jasmine Crockett, I love her. And everybody is trying to take her completely out of the system. And if I were in Texas, of course, I would have voted for her, because she is definitely needed in Congress. But let's get back to the Karmelo Anthony situation. My whole thing with all this is it has become a racial situation. When I think that I was told from the beginning that it was raining. How true that is, I don't know. But anyway, he was sitting under a tent that was for the other team, I guess. But my main thing about this is he was sitting there minding his own business. Even if he did have a friend he was over there talking to, white dudes should have never bothered him or even come up to him and been a bully. Also, from the beginning, I was told that this white dude was a bully in his school. I'm just not with it. But my point here is, Karmelo had a knife in his bag, and I'm sure that the reason why he had it was for protection. From my understanding, and I could be wrong about a lot of this, but from my understanding, Texas law allows people to carry guns for self-protection. Why couldn't he carry a knife below the legal limit in his bag that he could have used for protection. What bothers me now is that he used it for protection. From my understanding, I have to keep referring to him as white dude because I can't remember his name. Metcalf, Austin Metcalf. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, he went up, and because Karmelo Anthony said, "Don't put your hands on me," white dude felt the need to do exactly that. Put his hands on him. I'm against all that. Bully or not, you have no right touching anybody that doesn't want to be touched. We can't do it for a lot of reasons. That's the reason why a lot of people either do fist pumps or elbow or whatever, because let's face it, nobody uses hand gestures anymore. Anyway, so he goes up and puts his hands on Karmelo Anthony. After Karmelo said, "Watch what happens if you do that to me." White dude just said, "Hey, I'll do it." Because he felt big and bad, and maybe because his father taught him, or I should say his parents taught him, racial prejudices, whatever. Anyway, so white dude feels that his racist thoughts would get him off if, had it not gone this far, and Karmelo Anthony would have been endangered. White dude could have done what he wanted to Karmelo Anthony. And had anything more happened, then white dude would have got off. We know it is. Now, I'm from the ghettos of Detroit. I don't know much about the white culture because I never lived it. So I always defend blacks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I never understood that. But that is where this is at the present time. So I definitely feel that this was all in self-defense. Totally. Now, maybe I'm trying to get into the thought process of both of them, and it's just hard for me to do. But I'm thinking that Karmelo was standing up for himself. Maybe he knew Austin Metcalf. I don't know. Maybe he knew of his reputation. I don't know. I don't know all the ethics of this situation. So be it as it may, I am standing here. Actually, I'm sitting, but you got it. So I'm sitting here hearing what everybody is saying about this trial. And also another video that I watched last night on YouTube, I'm finding out that some of the witnesses that were on the stand were being told what to say. And the father Metcalf dude, excuse me, had, I can't say coerced, but he made shaking of the head and so forth when the witness was looking over at him. I don't think the positioning was right. And of course, the judge is looking at the witness, not the surrounding members of the court, be it the audience, be it the jury, be it any of it. So maybe I'm taking all of this out of context. Hell, I don't know. But I will say this. In my eyes, my knowledge, especially of the court system and working in criminal defense as a paralegal, I don't understand this whole situation. If it were me defending him, there'd be a lot of turmoil in that courtroom, because I would have defended him all the way. From my understanding, his defense attorneys are just garbage. See, I'd have to be in the courtroom to base my judgment on it. But then again, they would have escorted me out of the courtroom, because I would have kept sending notes to the attorney. Talk about this. Bring this up. Because apparently y'all ain't doing a good job at defending this young man. So, that's all I'll say on this. But you can rest assured that this ain't coming out right. And I've seen on the video earlier that this was a mistrial. If so, it will be tried again. And I wished I had some way of giving my 2 cents in that trial. But I'm just an onlooker, a common citizen. So I don't know what's really going on. I just know what I think. And in my old age, I think a lot of foul stuff. Because let's face it, us seniors, we just give our input on things from life experiences from years gone by. So anyway, y'all take care of yourselves, all right? And keep an open mind. Let's try to move forward from the racial divide, because that's exactly what it is. All right. I love y'all. Have a good one.